Hi guys, this is Troy with Human Touch. We're about to go over the Novo XT2 and the remote on how to use this. So this is your screen. Obviously, again, you have the power button, auto, manual, cloud touch, heat, settings, deep tissue, and the sound soothe. First, again, turn on the chairs. We'll go over the button real quick. This is the buttons. So this is the menu button. This will always bring up this particular screen. And then we're gonna, if you don't make a selection, the chair will sleep. So obviously this is the position. This is to change the height of the chair. So for example, let's pick a program, auto program. This is how you navigate: down, up, left, right, and this is your enter. So all right, so let's go over the shoulder setting real quick, how to do that. You use your position buttons, up or down, doesn't matter which one you press. I'm going to press the up button, and it shows us this is what, again, I started at a 6. If I wanted to start a little bit higher in the back of my head, I might put it on a 7. If you have a longer torso, you're going to put it up on a 9. If you're shorter or have a shorter torso, you might put it on a 1. You highlight it, press the green button to enter and to select it. Those rollers will then come all the way back up and they will start back up here. All right. So your massage, if I showed you this chair, auto programs, awake, energize, performance, recovery, upper back, lower back, demo. Refer to your manual. It's going to tell you what each one of these means. If lower back is your problem area, go to energize and select Shiatsu. Swedish will be the softer to mild massages. Sports and Thai will be more aggressive. If you just want to get straight to that stretching or decompression of the lower back, you can go to stretch. You can either press up, and it will bring you down there, or you can obviously press down to get there. And again, hit the circle button to make your selection. A cloud touch, again, select it or highlight it, then select it. If you want to just turn on all the cloud, which is the compression, okay, this is on the arms, the calves, the feet, the lats, which is your back area, and then the glutes, right? You can just press full, and it would start that, okay? Brings you to this screen, tells you the amount of time that the program is for, and then you're gonna the blue bags. You're gonna see it just start kind of compressing those particular areas. Now it's compressing the arms or one of the hands, the feet, and it's just going to rotate through that. If you wanted to now turn the feet on, for example, you go to menu, and settings, foot speed, you can control that, go to fast. The faster those rollers go, the less intense it's going to be on the foot. So medium would be a little bit stronger, slow would be even stronger because it's applying the same amount of pressure for a longer period of time, okay, in that particular area of your body. If it's quickly working through the muscle, it's not going to be quite as intense. If you do not make a selection within a certain period of time, within, I believe it's about 5 seconds, it'll go back to the main screen here. So menu, right, settings. Again, we want to change that foot speed or turn the foot rollers on anyways. Right now they're off. We're going to highlight it, and we're going to make our selection. The stretching, there are 2 types of stretch. There is stretch down and there is stretch out, okay? If you are taller, stretch down will really be the one you want to do. The stretching out, if you have longer legs, is really not going to do a whole lot for you when it's pulling your feet out. I generally like to do the stretch down, and the reason for that is because it really targets more of the lumbar and does more of a decompression of the lower back. If you are a shorter person or shorter legs, the out would be nice. You're going to feel that on the knees and possibly on the hips too, kind of do a decompression and pulling of the knees and the hips. So heat, 2 ways to turn the heat on. You can either press the heat, right, and you'll see that the indicator goes on, or through menu, you highlight heat, select it, scroll over, and in this particular case it's already on, so we could shut it off. But again, heat, highlight it on, and turn that on. if you wanted to do sound soothe, this is a really cool new feature on the Novo XT2. Sound soothe, these are 8 built-in sounds. You notice the arrow indicator. So you scroll over to the right, nature, brook, spring shower, seaside if you want to be like at the ocean, the beach, hearing the waves crash, that's kind of nice. Calm rain is another nice one. They have some nice relaxing music incorporated in that. I'm just going to select that. And we're going to start hearing some rain. If I wanted to turn this up, go to Sound Soothe, Volume. I'm going to scroll over. And as you can hear, that gets quite a bit louder. So generally when your head is right here, that's a bit loud for me personally. I'll generally will, for myself, a 2 or even at the lightest volume is which I can barely hear from this point, and it's very quiet in here. So anyways, that's how you can control the sound and the sound soothe. Another program that I love, if you get tight in the thoracic area or the shoulder blades, the deep tissue programs, there's 3 of them. They're very nice. This is another difference on this chair versus the XT. The Deep Breathe is a great program that'll really target around that thoracic area and the shoulder blades. So if you get tight in that area, if you're sitting in the office a lot and your arms out in front of you, this is a great program. If anyone in the household gets headaches or migraines, auto, the upper back programs are fantastic for that. Select that. Shiatsu, Swedish, sports or Thai again. So you set them up with that, and that is a fantastic way to help alleviate the tension and stress that can cause a headache or migraine. So, all right, how to change the time on your chair? You go to Settings, Time, you highlight it, and you can change it again to 10, 20, or 30 minutes. Once you select that, it'll actually restart the massage at 20 minutes. Even if you're on the last minute of the program, if you change that time frame, it's going to rechange that for you, or restart it, I should say. So, language. If you want to change the language, settings, language, it's on English. That's going to be default, but you do have Mandarin. You have, I believe it's Korean, and then Vietnamese. So those are there as well. Bluetooth. This is if you wanted to turn off the sound soothe for whatever reason, or the speakers, you would just scroll to off and select that, and that would shut that off. So you can sync this when you do turn it on. You can now search on your phone, and you can sync it to your phone, and you can listen to whatever type of music you wanted to listen to. You can stream it from Amazon or Pandora or anything of that sort. So, beep. I personally don't like to hear the beep every time I press a button. Like every time I hit up or down, it would do that. I'm going to turn this on real quick, and you can hear it every time you're pressing a button. You're going to hear that. I like to remove that, especially if you're going to wake up in the middle of the night while everyone else is sleeping, or if your chair is in the master bedroom and your husband or wife is sleeping, you wouldn't want to wake them by pressing all these buttons. So again, you go to Settings. We're going to scroll down to beep, or up to beep in this case, highlight off, and select that, and it'll stop beeping every time I'm pressing a button. So, all right, so let's show you how to use the manual controls on this. We're going to scroll over to manual. We'll make our selection. Mode. You can do kneading, tap and touch, percussion, shiatsu, kneading and percussion simultaneously, or audio sync. Audio sync is when you sync your phone or your tablet or iPod to your chair. You can actually have it will massage you to the rhythm of the music that you are playing. So that is a very cool feature. Let's say we're going to do kneading. I generally like kneading. It's more relaxing. Shoulder position, we've already covered this. Another video, you can select your height. I'm 5'10". This doesn't have to do with how tall you are, by the way. It has to do with the length of your torso and where you want those rollers to start on your the back of your neck. So you can always adjust those again by tapping the position in any program. So manual. We're going to go back. We're going to go back to manual and highlight that. We did choose kneading. If you want to focus it on default, when you pick a program, kneading or the rolling, the shiatsu, percussion, any of that, it will, by default, it's going to put it on full. That means it's going to go up and down your entire back. If you wanted to change that and put it in a zone, you could highlight zone, select it. You have short, medium, or long zone. I believe this is 4, 6, or 9 inches in length, roughly, as far as the area that it would work. So you'd pick a spot, then you'd pick short, medium, or long, and select it, and it would start to just move up and down in that particular area. When you are in manual, now you can control the intensity under the settings as well. So it's on default, it's going to be soft, but you can put it on, again, 50% would be 3. If you wanted to crank it up on max, you'd put it on strong. That'd be the 5th intensity setting. That's really going to dig in deep to that area. So let's go back to manual. So what else do we have here? We have, if you want to leave it in one particular spot, you'd put it on spot, make your selection, okay? Now you can control this. So I'm going to just put it on this main screen again. You see the little blue indication light? That shows me where those rollers are at. They're in the glutes. I can control these now by holding the position and using the position buttons. I'm going to hold. The other nice thing is when you are doing manual mode, let's say if you want to do tap and touch, percussion, or shiatsu, when you pick one of these, you can actually, we'll go back to manual, you can actually pick the width, okay? So you can have those rollers be narrow, mid, or wide. You have a lot of control on this chair. So let's say you just do narrow. That'll make those rollers, again, a little bit closer toward the vertebrae. So, very cool. If you want to change the speed of the way that it's tapping or hitting you, right? The default is 2. You can put it on 3. You can really speed it up if you want to. All right, and again, I'm going to slow that down. I'm going to put it on 1, or see how much slower. So it'll slow that down. So again, you can speed them up. Right here, we'll do it like, for example, with percussion. This will really see it. And I'm actually going to turn up the intensity. By that, you'll be able to see the speed a little bit. That's actually all the way up here. So we're going to turn up the intensity there. Change the width. In manual, again, go to width. So I'm going to put it from narrow to wide. It spreads them out. You can see how much further out they're at now. When narrow was all the way in here, now they went all the way out. We're going to go back to narrow. And you see how close those get. So it really makes a difference. You have a lot of control. You want to speed up just how fast those are hitting you. Right now they're on the slowest. And you're going to see, I'm going to put them on the fastest. You're going to get to see just how much that really speeds it up. Again, you have a lot of control on this. So if you ever want to put the chair away, or when you do want to put this chair away, power off. It's going to ask you if you want to restore, and you restore. That sits the chair all the way up, brings the rollers all the way back to the restoration position or the restored position, and then it would shut the chair off. So all right, guys, so let's say you just wanted to relax. You didn't want to get a full massage. You could just, for example, put it in 0 gravity, right, just by pressing that button. And then let's say you might just want to turn the cloud on, have it compress the hands, your wrists, the calves, the feet. Turn that on full. Let's say we wanted to turn those foot rollers on. We'll scroll to settings, go to foot speed. We're going to put those on fast. Again, fast is the lightest intensity when it comes to the foot rollers. So, and then we want to turn the heat on. Let's hit that heat button. And it'll turn that on. So now I have the compression going, no back massage, foot massage, and the heat going. Let's say to make this a little bit more relaxing, we're going to go ahead and put that sound on, Sound Soothe. Let's say I want to listen to thunderstorms. So we'll go to the summer storm. You'll hear the thunderstorms rolling and very, very peaceful and relaxing. So if you want to change that, the volume, again, you'll hear that in the speakers. So anyways, very relaxing way to enjoy this chair without having a lot of massage on the back. So